Hello my loves, I am filming a book haul today and I'm so excited to be filming this book haul. Not only have I been collecting a lot of new releases and new books that I've stumbled across, I also have a bunch of books that I received in the mail from some authors. Before I get into the video though, I am happy to announce that this video is sponsored by The Graham Effect by Al Kennedy. The Graham Effect is one of the most anticipated releases of 2023, and if you've been living under a rock, this is a second generation series that is connected to the Off Campus series and Briar U. Off Campus and Briar U are some of the most popular college hockey romances ever to grace our lives. So the Graham Effect is actually about Gigi Graham, who is the daughter of Garrett Graham from The Deal. She's gunning, bitch. Absolutely gunning for the national women's hockey team and Olympic gold. But she needs some help behind the nets. So in walks Luke Ryder, who is the new Briar U co-captain. But here's the thing, right? He's got a deal of his own. He helps Gigi train and she puts in the work to get him on her famous father's summer program. It's a win-win situation, but anything more is too dangerous, but the risks may be worth taking. The Graham Effect will be available on audio, paperback, ebook, Kindle Unlimited. It's everywhere, baby. You can also get an exclusive paperback edition from Barnes & Noble, and that edition includes extended chapters. As I said before, this is one of the most anticipated books of this year, so I'll link all the links down below if you want to go grab your copy. Back to the haul, baby. This first parcel here is a very, very, very special parcel. Okay, this is a hardback copy of Bone Island. I have to tell you guys that she annotated and signed this hardback copy for me, which is the most beautiful thing ever. I need to show you guys the footage of me unboxing this yesterday and how excited I was. It's the hardback. I thought she was going to send me the paperback with the hardback. Nicole! Oh my god, she's fucking tabbed it. What? She's actually tabbed. Bitch! I just think it's the most thoughtful thing in the entire world to tab, annotate, and write notes in this book for me and send it to me as a, like, thank you, I guess. I love you. Whatever the reason it was that she sent it, I know that I was hounding her for a copy because I do have a signed copy of Hollow Heathens from her that she sent me years ago. And it was fitting that I have a signed copy of Bone Island too. It's so beautiful and I cannot wait to have this on my Nicole Fiorina shelf. I also got a package here from C.L. Menon, which is a new author that I haven't come across before. She reached out, emailed me, and said, hey, I want to send you some of my books. This here is the Up in Lights series. This is the first book here, Because You Said. Then we have Tied in Leather, and then we have Below the Pulse. From reading the blurb, I think this is a companion novel series, so each book is about a different couple. I'll just read the blurb of the first one to give you guys an insight.
Harmony. Music is my happiest place and my darkest place. I come alive with it and I drown in it. Cut off and forced to fend for myself, I throw my soul into the rhythm of my own melody. What I didn't expect was to find myself enraptured in the life of a rock star. His name is Asher, guitarist in one of the most famous bands in the world. 3 weeks, that's all I had before I was left bleeding out on the sidewalk, my heart in ruins beside me. Asher. With a desperate plea from an old friend, I find myself walking through the doors of a hidden bar after returning from a month-long tour with my band, Chasing the Storm. What I didn't expect was to hear the smoky, raw, and hauntingly beautiful voice that floated through the room. Finding myself lost in her harmony, 3 weeks, that's all I had before I became a walking corpse, a shell of the man I used to be. Will they find notes to their harmony, or will it all crash and burn to ashes?
You guys. This sounds incredible. As I said, companion novel, because each blurb has different names and different blurbs that aren't connected to the first one. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for sending me them. Don't forget, guys, I will link all the books that I show off today down below in the description box. I need to show off this mug that I got in the mail the other day. The owner of Poppy Ceramics is a follower of mine, and she reached out and wanted to send me something, and she sent me this gorgeous little handmade mug that says sexy and chaotic. Because I am sexy and chaotic bitch, right? She also sent me a letter here, and I just wanted to say there's some information here about her ceramics. She will have a Christmas drop this December 8th at 6 p.m. French time zone, but also new ones on the theme of books in my romance era. Morally grey is my favorite color. Go away, I'm reading, etc. So I will leave the link to Poppy's ceramics down below. She's a mom that works in her at-home studio creating these art pieces in the south of France. Like, how dope and cool is that? Shout out to you, boo. Thank you so much for sending this to me. And as I said, yeah, I'll link Poppy's ceramics down below so you guys can check out her stuff because this is so fucking cute. I die. I got sent this. Right? This is insane. It came with a key and everything, and you unlock it. These next two books are romantasy, and they're by the author C.P. Barley? I hope so. So this is book one called Her Feral Beasts, and this one here is Her Vicious Beasts, which is the prequel to this romantasy. It's a WhyChoose, rejected fated mates, scary possessive MMCs, slow burn, an underdog FMC, multi-POV, shifters, prison school, contemporary fantasy. That sounds off its fucking head. Now it's time for the books that I actually recently purchased. And when I say recently, I mean like over the past couple of weeks. So some of them even have the receipts. The first book I purchased was My Fault by Mercedes Ron. And the reason why I bought this was because I was just looking for a trashy good after by Anna Todd like book, and I know that this is a movie that I haven't watched and I know it's super popular. So I picked it up and I kind of regret picking it up because I did start reading it and I didn't like the writing style, and I posted it on my Facebook page and I said, hey, has anyone read this? And a ton of you said, I wouldn't even bother. Watch the movie though if you're curious. So I own it, but I'm probably not going to read it. Next, we have this bad boy, which is Lauren Ash's new book. I got this yesterday. I saw it on the shelf and I thought, okay. Cute purple cover, You're Coming Home With Me. This is the first book in the Lakefront Billionaires series by Lauren Asher, and this one here is called Love Redesigned. I haven't read her other books. I have her Dirty Air series, and I think I own the fine print, and I haven't read them, especially with like the fine print in that series. I don't have the urge to read them because I know so much about the books already because so many people love them and have talked about them. But this one, because it's a new release, I was like, okay, maybe I'll give this one a go and I'll fall in love with Lauren Asher. But then I started seeing reviews, and a lot of people have not been saying the greatest things about this book. They haven't said it's bad, but they've just said that they were disappointed. So if you have read this, please let me know if you think I'll enjoy it, because I bought it. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I buy these books. I get so sucked in. I see them on the shelves and it's like, oh, I need to own you, but I probably won't read you. It's the most bizarre fucking thing ever. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I actually do want to read this one. I have heard such amazing things about this book. I've heard that it's way better than Icebreaker. I do own Icebreaker, but I haven't read it because similar to Lauren Asher's books, if I see too many videos, posts about a book, it kind of loses its novelty to me and I just don't really care to read it. But this one I've heard is super spice, like spicy McGee, baby. And I am falling back in love with spicy scenes. I will say that. The past couple of weeks I've been reading like hardcore fucking smart and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm into it again, bitch. Hopefully this does it. If it doesn't, that will be unfortunate. This book I'm so excited about, okay, because I've been reading a lot of Paranormal recently, and this is a new release that's just dropped across the country by Lauren Jackson, who is on Instagram and she's an Aussie author, and I just feel so proud, okay, that she got picked up by Penguin. I saw on the shelf the small town romance that she has written called It's Meant to Be or To Be, but I'm not a small town girly. This though, Die For You, is a paranormal romance and it sounds so fucking good. Let me read it to you.
Okay, Twilight meets The Vampire Diaries. In this steamy romantasy which will leave you thirsting for more. The Survivor. The death certificate says my sister died 2 years ago in an accident, but her body was never found. I was the sole survivor. Then I saw her. Someone lied. Now I must travel across the country to find answers from a bloodthirsty vampire with one thing on his mind. I will find out the truth, even if it kills me. The Protector. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Now Rhea is here. She is mine. I must protect her at all costs. Without Bond, if she dies, I die. It doesn't add up. It's my job to fix it and find my brother. She knows I'm hiding something, but I'm terrified to tell her the truth. The Predator. It's been years since I had a lead. Now I have one. I will watch. I will wait. I will strike. He will be mine.
How fucking delicious does that sound? Yes, it does. And because it said Twilight meets Vampire Diaries, sold, bitch. Twilight is my favorite movie of all fucking time. And Vampire Diaries, I could almost quote word to word. Like, don't fuck with me with my vampires. I am a witchy bitch at heart that loves demon dick and vampire dick. Bite me, bitch. Suck all my blood out. I'm so excited. And congratulations to Lauren Jackson, because I just love seeing an Aussie hoe doing well. I will always be a girl's girl, right? So when I see women doing their goddamn thing in the romance community, especially when they're my queens and they're like, you know, the same nationality, I'm like Lightning McQueen. I actually want to read this right this second, but I won't. Here is my new pride and fucking joy. Listen here. Come here, bitch. Listen. Get your listening ears on. So I saw this cover online. And I thought, oh my God, I love that cover. But when I purchased online and got this book delivered to my doorstep, I did not realize that this was going to be a hardback. And all of a sudden, I'm all about hardbacks. Like, give me all the hardbacks. I just love them. On the shelf, they look fucking wicked. They're not good to read, but I don't really read paperbacks anyway. I'm more of an ebook girl. Why am I doing fucking paperback hauls? I don't know. I am though. Anyway, I got this in the mail and I almost fucking died because this is one of my favorite books of all time, and it's a hardback, and it's The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Yeah, bitch. But look, stunning. I love this cover. I think this was the original cover when this was released, but look at this. It has gold paper. Are you seeing that? It's gold. It is rimmed in gold. It is just the most beautiful copy ever. It's stunning and I love this book. This book is definitely one of my Roman Empire books. It is. I think about it all the time. Stunning. The rest of these books are so random. Like this one here. We're doing a non-fiction. This is the 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest. I've read some of the Mountain of You and I really love her stuff, and every time I'm on Pinterest, I always come across quotes of her books. Plus my best friend who's a non-fiction reader, she doesn't read fiction, she's all about self-help and self-work and all that stuff. I got this for her 30th birthday and she loves this author, so I wanted to get a copy of this, and I also got my sister-in-law a copy of this because, you know, we're in our like self-care era. We're trying to like change the game with how we think about ourselves, and I feel like this author can do no wrong, and she always hits the head on the nail. Hits the nail on the head. She does that. Whenever I read a quote from her, I'm like, that went straight to the heart and the mind and the soul, and I needed to hear that. Then I got this, which is such a beautiful cover. So this is Lola in the Mirror by Trent Dalton. Now, Trent Dalton is a really popular Aussie author. He's written a bunch of books like The Boys Follows Universe, Love Stories, which is a collection of love stories that he wrote during COVID. Like, he went around and interviewed people and wrote little love stories. I have that, but I haven't read it. And I saw this come out and I thought, that is the wickedest cover ever, and I do collect his books even though I haven't read him yet. I am that bitch. This is like a thriller. It sounds really good.
A girl and her mother have been on the run for 16 years from the police, and the monster they left in their kitchen with a knife in his throat. They found themselves a home inside a van with 4 flat tires parked in a scrapyard by the edge of the Brisbane River. So this is set in Australia. The girl has no name because names are dangerous when you're on the run, but the girl has a dream, a vision of her life as an artist of international acclaim. A life outside the grip of the underworld drug queen, Lady Flora Box. A life of love with the boy who's waiting for her on the bridge that stretches across a flooding, deadly river. A life beyond the bullet that has her name on it. And now that the storm clouds are rising, there's only one person who can make her dreams come true. That person is Lola, and she carries all the answers, but To find Lola, the girl must first do one of the hardest things we can ever do. She must look in the mirror.
I literally get goosebumps, bitch, every time I read the blurb. Like that last line, she must look in the mirror. Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I've seen this on TikTok so much over the past couple of years, and I finally came across it in QBD books. It says here,
New York is slipping from Cleo's grasp. 24 at a different party every night with a student visa that's swiftly running out. She doesn't even have money for cigarettes. Feels. But then a chance encounter on New Year's Eve offers her a way out. Frank, successful and 20 years older, can give her the security she craves and the green card she needs. And in Cleo, he sees a life filled with beauty, art, and freedom.
love a good age gap. I don't know if it's spicy. I don't think it's that type of book, but I am intrigued and I have wanted to own it and read it for quite a long time. I also got this, which is called Strike by Mia Freeman.
This book is for every woman who's been told success is as simple as lean in, say yes, live your best life, beat your fear, follow your dream, and then feel #so blessed. It's for guilty friends, bad mums, crap wives, imperfect feminists, rebellious daughters, and any girl with a big mouth and at least 1 foot in it. It's for any woman who's ever asked, am I the only one who isn't quite coping? Here is Mia Freeman's Low Road to the Top, a fearless, hilarious, inspiring, and surprising collection of modern misadventures to read, relate to, and rejoice in, then share with all the women in your life.
So it sounds like just like a collection of stories or essays or whatever, and it just, I don't know. It sold me on the blurb. It's for guilty friends, bad moms, crap wives, imperfect feminists. Hello, me. I came across this book and it's really cute. Okay, the cover's cute. It's called Vladimir by Julia May Jonas. And the reason why I picked this up was when I read the blurb, I was like, oh my God, this is giving off like my Dark Vanessa vibes, but not. And that's one of my favorite books of all time. That is one of my Roman Empire books. I need to do a Roman Empire book video, don't I? I do. And also, it's like 200 and something pages. It's quite a small book. I love the cover, like the bold Vladimir font on top of the body. Yummy. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you did, thumbs up. Please subscribe before leaving. Thank you so much for watching. It honestly means the world to me. I will never not appreciate your views, honestly. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you shortly. Okay? Very soon. Bye.